Okay, so today I'm going to show you how you can use a Google form to take attendance. When you're in Google Drive, go to the left toolbar and look for the New button. Click on New and then go to More in order to find Google Forms. Your default Google form automatically collects the people who take it, who submit answers, clicks their email address. I would start by naming your class. And when you do that, when you name it up here, it automatically names it here in the form. You can even put something like attendance or exit ticket, whatever you want to do. So it automatically will collect a timestamp of when a student submits this. So if they submit it in the first 5 minutes, they're not tardy. You can then even share it with them in the chat. And if they submit it, you'll have to share it again after minute 5 for any students that come in late to take attendance. So the first question might be your name. Short answer. You can, if you want to, you could actually use this for a way to kind of get them thinking about English or your content area. So you might say something like, what do you, or name one thing. Name one thing you hope to learn today. Okay, so neither answer is required. However, your name, you may want to make it a required question, so that way they will type their name. It forces them, they can't submit it unless they've answered that question. But this question, you could leave it as something that's not required. It's up to you. You could also add a question and use this at the end of class. And you could even say that. Say exit ticket. Describe one new thing you learned today in this class. Okay. Again, don't make it required, so that way they don't do it at the beginning, and just talk to them about it. Alright, so when you share it with them, if you just go up here and copy and paste this, that's not what you want to do, because they don't have access to this. This is you as an editor. So there's two ways you can share it. You can click on the eyeball, and the eyeball actually gives you a preview of what they will see. Notice there's a submit button at the end. If you click on the eyeball, you can copy this URL right up here. Okay, or if you click on the send button, the send option will let you send it different ways, but you're going to want to choose this one, a link. You can even shorten the link, and then you're going to copy the link. And that's what you're going to paste either on your website, in your Google Classroom, or in the chat feature during the Google Meet. Alright, so I've copied it. Alright, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take this form so I can have some data. So I'm going to paste it in and answer the question. Alright, I'm going to go back and I'm going to submit again. Okay. Now I'm going to close this. So you can see in editing view, when you're looking at your Google form that you made, you've got 2 responses because I just filled it out twice. When you click on this, it's going to ask you, hey, it's going to show you kind of a preview of who's responded. It's collected my email address. But for attendance purposes, that doesn't really help you out because it doesn't tell you what time I responded. So instead, you may want to click on this. This is the spreadsheet. It'll create a new spreadsheet. So you're going to click Create New, Create, and then voila. See the timestamp? It brings you to this timestamp. It tells you at 1:23 today, 15:01. So it's military time. So 3:01 today, I filled out the form. And then at 3:01, I fill that out again, okay? And you'll notice the answers. And if you can't read these questions or these answers, you can do text wrapping so that you make it take up the whole entire column. Describe movement. So if you want to be able to read it, but for attendance purposes, this is perfect because you can tell that the student was there in the first 5 minutes of class or whatever time they got there. But also, you can, if you use it for an exit ticket, you can ensure that they stayed the entire Google Meet because they're answering this question at the end. Okay? And both of these things are going to be automatically saved in your Google Drive. If you just go to your Google Drive, you're going to see those as the 2 most recent things. So you can pop them, move them into a folder for your convenience. I hope this helps.